Welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto and NFTs every day. I'm your host, WendyO. Make sure to smash that like, subscribe, set alerts. And you guys, today I have some really dope guests. I have the gentleman from MEMENFT.com, and they're going to kind of talk to us about their project. And y'all know that I support community projects, especially my people that are from California, because West Coast is the best coast out here. All right, guys. So I'm going to let everybody go around the table, introduce themselves, and I'm going to ask them some tough questions. Well, probably not so tough, but anyway.
Hi, thanks for having us, Wendy. We really appreciate being on your show. I'm fully voxed, Jonathan DeLucia, the voice of crypto. I'm the CEO of MEMENFT.com. Happy to be here. Can't wait to get this conversation started.
Awesome. And then Mr. Satoshi Boulevard, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
I created Bitcoin.
Okay. All right. Okay, Craig Wright.
All right. We're gonna get along. We're gonna get along.
No, we'll talk. We can have a debate about that later. I know some of the early miners, and it was not Craig Wright.
Yeah, so I'm just the DGen top holder on MEMENFT. And this squad is so great that I'm like on the team and doing everything that we can to get this marketplace to where I know it needs to be.
Awesome. And then last but not least, Mr. Danny iPhone, please introduce yourself. I'm sure people have seen you on TV before. Who are you?
Hi guys, my name is Danny Moncada, better known as Leonel Salamanca from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, and I am the CBO, Chief Branding Officer of MEMENFT.
Awesome. Well, pleasure to have you guys on. I want to ask some quick questions. So, y'all are from California, correct? Born and raised, everybody?
Not me. I'm a New Yorker.
Okay, you're a New Yorker, so you're the outsider here.
Not for too much longer, but yeah.
Okay. And then
I'm
Danny,
from California, but I was born in Honduras.
All right. We still Californian, yes, because once you come here, there's just something about it here. And then Jonathan, are born and bred in California. Where are you from?
I was born in San Diego.
Okay, so, close enough. Close enough. Close enough. All right. So why does it? I don't know who wants to start this off, but tell me, what is your project and why did you guys create it?
So MEMENFT is an amazing premium marketplace that's going to be launching. The whole idea behind it is we're talking with traders every day. I started in November trading NFTs. We're talking with traders every day. Nobody likes the marketplace that they're using. They're using marketplaces because they have to. And for an industry that's so community based, that's concerning to me. And that was concerning to our team because this space is so inviting. So why are we using a platform that we don't like to use? We're using it because we have to use it. So that's where MEMENFT came into place. This is the people's marketplace. We're in the communities. Me as CEO, I'm going to make it a point to be in spaces, even when we're at the billions of dollar range in the company. I will take time out of my day. I'll go into spaces. I will talk to the community. I'll make sure that from the smallest investor on up that we're listening to your needs and putting those into our marketplace. Like we're not just any other marketplace. We're going to have features in here that you haven't seen on other marketplaces. And we're going to have custom tailored features that you as an investor can turn on and off yourself. So if you're not that savvy of an investor and you don't want all these bells and whistles, you don't have to use them. But if you are a big trader, like you do NFTs for a living, like I do, you're going to have a lot of tools on this marketplace to help you become a better investor and to keep track of your investment and to see where your shortcomings are and where you're doing a great job. And that's like what we're trying to foster is we want community. I myself and the rest of the executive team, as well as our community members, we're going into projects right now and talking with project owners. We're on the ground level. Where else can you see that happening? And the fee structure we did was a 2% fee. There's no startup costs or anything across all of our chains. 7 chains we're launching with: ETH, BSC, Crow, Polygon, KuCoin, AVAX, Phantom. And we will have Pulse. As soon as Pulse comes out, it's going to be on our marketplace right away.
Shout out to all of the Hexicans. Shout out to all the Hexicans. Don't come for me, Hexicans.
No, they won't, because you want to know why?
I let your leader come on my channel and twerk on my channel live. So
yeah, well, listen, you're good because the Hex community knows me very well. I'm in and out of there all the time. And to all of them out there, what up?
Well, just like I would call my primos, I would be calling you guys. I'd tap you guys and be like, hey, come defend me.
Exactly.
We got their back. Let's just
Yeah,
say that.
Yeah. Daniel's got hydrofluoric acid like ready to go for anybody you need, disappeared.
We got this too, just in case.
Just in case. All right, you guys. So all right. So one of the things that intrigued me the most is you said features. So when I think about features, like I know Looksware came out. I haven't really messed with that because some of the investors and stuff like that. Plus, I want to say that they're anonymous. You guys are obviously docs. One of the things that we look for before we feature anybody on the show doesn't matter. And I told you guys in DMs, like, I need to see, like, are you a real person? Like, can I look you up? Can I do background checks? Can I make sure? Because there's just a lot of crazy stuff that happens in crypto. So that part checks out. That's the first part for me. But when you're talking about bells and whistles, are you guys going to have a coin? Or is there going to be staking? Or is there some sort of fee structure to where people like tell me about all these bells and whistles? Or also, you guys going to have something integrated that's kind of like icy tools, or like, how does that work? Like, I need to know everything.
Yeah. So right now we do have a token which helped fund the project. So we do have a token out there, and we do have a nice staking pool. It's a custom staking platform built from our developers. Long term, we are going to do a profit sharing system with whoever owns our coin. So we're going to take part of the fees. In the beginning, it'll be half of the fees. So out of the 2%, 1% of that will go towards the profit sharing system to the holders of the coin. And then eventually we'll taper it down to a 0.5% because we need project funding and stuff as well for marketing and everything, right? And we got to pay our team.
Yeah, you guys have to eat too. Plus, like, I don't think people understand, like, number one, if you don't market a project, and also, by the way, guys, this is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form, and I'm not invested in the project yet. But people don't understand you do need marketing. You do need a budget for that, because there's certain things that have to happen. Like, you guys have to have PR. You have to have, like, somebody be like, hey, you probably shouldn't say that, or maybe say this, or let's wait to do this. And then on top of it too, like, the team has to eat, and people don't understand how much development costs. Like, devs do not work for free. Like, just because somebody is tech savvy and they know how to code, they know how to do this cool stuff, they cannot work for free. They have to eat. So that's important to be able to allocate and be transparent with how that's going to work to the audience.
Absolutely. And once you said the keyword transparent. So something that I like to do in our community is called a transparency meeting. And if we have some kind of discrepancy or something that comes up, I just hit the community head on and address it. Because the last thing you want to do is have some lingering FUD out there that you didn't address because for some reason you just felt like you didn't need to. But for me, I'm like, no, if I see that there's FUD out there, I want to address it with the community and be 100% transparent about it. And that's something a lot of projects don't do. I'm glad you brought that up. But to go back to what we were saying, so we have the coin. We got the 2%. It goes into the coin. We're going to be doing a profit sharing system. We will have a built-in escrow service on the platform. So for people that want to trade with other people, because I'm tired of hearing stories of people trusting other people to trade and they're getting rugged from people they think they're friends. Or
you don't give you guys, please, audience, don't give anybody your money. I always tell people, I'm like, if a stranger walks up to you, like, I don't even care if you like, me personally, I don't lend friends or family money unless, like, I know when I do that, I know I'm not getting it back. Like, we don't do the lending thing. It's like, I'm giving it to you and I know I'm not getting it back.
Well, Wendy, I live in a place where there are no taxes. So if you send me 2 B&B, I'll send you 4.
Okay, that sounds that checks out real well. Let me do that. Let me throw all my street smarts out the window and give you some views.
Just send us your seed phrase.
Include your seed phrase as well.
But you see how important that is. So this is what we're trying to do here is also educate the community on what they need to do to be a successful investor and to trade responsibly and safe. So when we came up with this escrow service idea, it's like, okay, I want to trade something with Satoshi here or Dan. You put up your NFT, it goes into a contract, it holds the NFTs. When both of them are in there, it'll send them to each other. So you don't have to have somebody else play middleman who could be in on it or whatever, right? And unfortunately, it's unfortunate that we even have to have this, but we do have to have this. We're talking about our finances and our money here, and to put trust, like the gentleman that sent me my Mutant Ape yacht, like, I built out such trust in the community. He literally sent it to me first. I could not believe it. Sent it into my wallet. And that moment right there, I was like, this is scary. He sent, and at the time it was worth $80,000. I was like, I'm glad I've built up a reputation to where someone feels safe enough to send me that. Yeah. But at the same time, that was really irresponsible for him to do that.
Okay, I'm just gonna bring it back. There, $80,000 is like a game changer for somebody. Like, I have seen people get clapped for like
Oh yeah.
$500.
$1,000 for one BNB.
for like $5, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got held up for $1 when I was 15. All I had was $1 in my pocket, bro.
Okay, that's crazy. But keep I want to know more about the features that you guys have. Like
Yeah,
how similar is this going to be to like, because we've got LooksRare, we have OpenSea, we have Rarible, which I don't even think I've ever used. But like, how similar is it going to be? Is it going to be like, because when I think about trading NFTs, eBay pops in my mind because I was an eBay seller, and that's how I paid for community college. As I would go to the thrift stores, I'd use designer goods, and I would sell them. I would hustle. So that when I trade NFTs, it gives me that vibe, like that I'm still like out there hustling, but it's like intangible stuff.
Yes. Yes.
I'm still on eBay.
I love it. I just don't have the time.
I know it's like every time I go back there, I'm like, oh man, I'm getting like flashbacks from my youth of buying some old like electronic equipment on here. But yeah, back to the features. So we have the token, we've got the escrow service coming. I don't know if you've ever been to a site called DApp Radar. They basically you connect your wallet and it'll tell you like how much your NFTs are worth and all that based on the floor price. Nice. So we're going to incorporate that into our platform on the V2 version, and basically it's going to give you a high level overview of the smart trading you're doing, the bad trading you're doing, if you're being profitable on the things that you aped into or not. And I'm going to have it to where it gives you a value based on the highest trait value on the NFT, because all the other ones just go off of the floor value. And in reality, we know that's not true, because if I have a gold of something, it's going to be 2-3x the floor. So why is it telling me that my wallet's only worth this much when in reality it's worth this much? So between that, we're going to have our own rarity system on the platform, so you don't have to leave, or we don't have to partner with another one. So you'll actually be able to see rarity built onto the platform. And that is a feature you can turn on and off. It's not just going to be on there, because we don't want the screen busy for the average user coming into the platform. The rarity tool might be for a more advanced trader to use. So that's the kind of stuff we're working on. There's many other things that I can't disclose yet, because there's a lot of stuff that other platforms don't have, and I want to keep it that way. And I feel like at the level we're able to implement these things and ensure that our investors have an amazing platform to trade on. And I'm committed, and the team is committed to always changing it, because one thing I've noticed on these larger platforms, they're making billions with a B, and they're not reinvesting it in their platform.
Coinbase.
Yeah, and they're not reinvesting. Look at what happened with Coinbase in their marketplace they just launched. They had 100 and something users on day one.
I didn't even sign up because I knew.
Yeah, exactly. This just means that because you're a big platform, it doesn't mean you can just come in here and take over the market. People want the team, they want the community, and they want to feel safe. So that's what we're harboring over here.
Stole my crow. So I'm dealing with support right now. They're like, we can't do anything for you. I'm like, all right, whatever. Yeah. But if I can for a second, I would love to talk about it as like from the perspective of an investor, because I was in day one and I helped, with the launch and everything that was needed, and even bought out a bot that was messing with the chart. So I as an investor, the reason why I chose to commit long-term such a huge investment into MEMENFT is because of what you guys are talking about right there. Everything that currently runs marketplaces in our ecosystem are just centralized trash. It's centralized trash. And I know these people. These are people that are heavy in the space. Some of the guys in the XX are 2012 OGs, like that I've like vibe with. Some of the top holders that I got to meet are 2012 OGs that like know this space in and out and want to have the same ethos about the space that I do. I want to see a decentralized ecosystem where the nefarious actors that are coming in trying to, hold back the little guy are just like, we have that David and Goliath moment. We're able to just like say, hey, we're just a group of guys that just looked at this whole thing and said, you know what, let's do something, let's do it better. And we actually succeeded doing it and take on the ivory tower and say, hey, it's our turn as crypto heads who've been in the space and have done all the research and have put in all the hard work to get what's ours and make sure that everyone that's coming on, onboarding is protected. Because I mean, even you're seeing like the manipulation right now with the Bitcoin market, like all that stuff is because of people came on and, immediately go to Coinbase or immediately go to Binance and, not your keys, not your crypto. And we're seeing the effects of that now, right?
Mhm.
We're seeing all of that,
Yep.
and these things are supposed to happen, right? Like, I'm also a big believer in the 85% Elliott impulse wave retracement that Richard Hart was talking with you about 2 days ago. So I like to see these things, but a lot of these times, like these people with their huge amount of money printed loans and all this stuff, they come in and they don't allow those opportunities to happen anymore for people, the little guy who's trying to come up. So I want to see, I want to be the change I want to see, and this is my opportunity for me at least. And
Yeah.
everybody on here is so transparent and docs, and they're good people. Anybody who we had questions about, they're gone. Like, we're doing the right thing here, and that's why I'm in it. And I'm like cash broke right now, and I'm like looking at my meme bag. I'm like, nah, but nah, man. This is a long haul for me, and I'm ready to do whatever needs. The proof of work is going to be the long term, man, for sure.
I have a hard question I'm going to ask. Do you guys have VCs that have invested in you?
No, at this point, no, it's not VCs. We have a lot of top holders, but no VCs. We did this all from our token. We raised all the funds from the token, and it's been a great ride. We didn't feel the need that we had to get VCs involved in this because we are coming at it from the community level, and I feel like that's kind of like a bad look right out the gate from what we're trying to do. So that, but yeah, and a lot of us are. I mean, to go into to that with Mr. Daniel Moncada here, I mean,
I'm one of the biggest holders myself.
Yeah, he's one of the biggest holders. I'm one of the biggest holders myself too. I don't plan on
Investor.
doing anything with those tokens except for holding
Question
them.
about that though. So because you guys are team members, and because I do ask hard questions on my show.
Yeah.
But because you guys are team members and you are holding large bags, like how can the community know you're not going to dump on them?
I think it shows in how we bought our tokens. Like, I literally, as the market was like kind of dropping in certain points, I was filling it back up and doing buybacks with my own bag.
Yeah, we find that BNB is our most risk right now because we're paired to them with liquidity, so like we're trying to like support the project and make sure that the project does well, and like BNB is doing what BNB does.
And I would be willing to lock my tokens. Like, I don't plan on selling them. I'll put them in a locker for a year at least. Like, I don't care. I don't plan on selling them because I believe in what we're doing here. If I didn't believe in what we were doing here, then yeah, I'd be like, yeah, let me get this little pump and then I'm going to sell my stuff. But literally when I put that money in, and I told all these guys, I said bye-bye to that money because I don't plan on pulling it out. That money's staying in this project.
There's also, what a lot of the exec team is trying to do is trying to make it so the top holders are incentivized to stay. So the profit sharing system, this is why I commend the exec team, because they're degens just like us. They know the game, right? They know what everybody's going to do. They know they can't control anyone. So they're trying to design the system so that way, like, people are incentivized to stay and not dump on future onboarders and not like do the games that we're used to seeing in the space. And I appreciate it. And not for nothing, like the fact that they didn't do a lot of the, like, we're going to call it Jeep marketing, the crazy, like, degen, like, let's get a 10x real quick and close our positions kind of thing. They're not doing that, and I appreciate it. It's not like, it's one of those weird things,
everybody can
like,
see on the blockchain too. So.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't lie. You can see it all. That's what I love about blockchain.
There.
Yeah,
everything is there.
But let me go back to bringing Daniel on board here real quick. So I've known Daniel since last year. He found me in the gutter on another project and realized I had talent for voices. I do a lot of voice stuff. That's why I'm the voice of crypto. And I seen him, do a little promotion here and there on projects, and we've become really good friends. Like, Daniel, like, this, I think of you as like a brother now, man. Like, we've got that bond. And when I was able to talk to him about this project and he wanted to come on board in more than just like an ambassador role, I already knew right then and there. And it wasn't just because of me. He saw what we were doing. He saw what the team was doing, and he was willing to put his professional name on it through thick and thin, which I have mad respect on him for, because we all know how volatile the crypto market is. And for him to come out and do that gave me like such a sense of pride in what we were doing here. And that I owe it to him. I owe it to the community to make sure that this project is very successful. and that we elevate new artists. I wanted to spotlight that with you because you said our features. I want to highlight new artists. There's so much talent that I've noticed being in this space and going in Twitter spaces that's going unrecognized because places like Looks Rare and OpenSea are so saturated. They're drowning. They're just drowning with their beautiful artwork. And if we have the ability to highlight them on our platform and say, hey, come check out this new artist, tell their story. We have artist spotlights that we're doing. It's going to tell the story of the artist, what their art is about. And you'll actually be able to get more like one-on-one with an artist and understand like their passion behind what they're doing without having to go into a space, without having to do research on them. You'll be able to see it right there because we're going to do all the research for you. You can check it out, what they're about, and hopefully you want to buy one of theirs and help them out. Like that's what I'm about. My wallet is filled. I have over almost 500 NFTs in my wallet now.
Wow.
Almost filled with me helping people out. I'll buy 5 to 10. If I think you have a good project and you have a good head on your shoulders, I will try to help you. I'll buy 5 to 10 of them to show you that I'm willing to invest in you because I feel like you have something good going on there and I want to show support. So, and that's what we're all about. That's what I want MEMENFT to be about. I want every project to come to this platform and feel welcomed and feel involved in the community and not get lost in the sauce.
So I absolutely love that. And I was actually I always butt into stuff and give my opinion, even when it's not warranted. That's the Sicilian thing.
That's probably what's gotten you to where you are, though.
Yeah,
with the underdogs, you know.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is I think that's dope because we were talking, and I have got 5 minutes left with you guys, so I have to get this. I've got to get this out super quick because I've got a couple more questions. I really see NFTs as an opportunity for like kids from like poor kids like that grew up like me to like create something, be like, hey, like this is for my daughter. I always have to brag about her and her artwork, but it's like, you know, when she needed to raise money for something for school, we can make that into an NFT. We can put it on the platform and she could raise funds that way. So I think it's dope that you guys are going to have a section to like kind of highlight some of these underdogs because that's where I see NFTs flourishing. But I've got a couple more questions and I just need super short answers to these. I want to make sure we get it all. Is a platform live? Could people trade on it and use it now? Are we still in beta?
So we are in alpha right now. We are so close to our public beta. It's going to happen this month. Talking with the devs, I had a great dev meeting yesterday. We are just around the corner, but something you'll know about us is I won't put a date out until it's hard set because I'm not about retracting what I put out.
Right.
So when I have a hard date and I put it out, that's the date it's going to be, and we're going to run with it. And so just look out for it. It's very, very close. If you want to right now, we do have an alpha version you could get access to. If you contact our team, we can let you.
Second question, do you guys have customer service for people that might not or might need help with this?
Well, can I get this one?
Absolutely.
Yeah, go ahead Satoshi.
Yes, go ahead, Satoshi.
So what's great is like there's so many like moderators that are like family basically that we're in Telegram all day. You know, like VC is up. You have an issue, you could just tag, you know, the execs are super involved as well. Like you could tag Prop Daddy right now on Telegram and you'll get a response within 10 minutes.
He's our CFO.
Yeah, he's our CFO.
And are they in Espanol? Do they have customer service people in Espanol that could help? Because if so, I'll send everybody I know out in my way to you guys because that's
we do.
Because that's one big thing. And that thing makes me so mad is that the crypto community is literally sleeping on the Latino community. I'm like, you guys don't understand like the loyalty you're going to get, the amount of like, you're going to get like all kinds of stuff. Because if they find a platform that they love, and Sicilians are like this too, we find something that we love and we keep it in our community. And and so that's why I'm always like, I always ask people, why don't we have like, you know, in different languages? Because I always see all these other languages, but I never see Spanish. And I was like, we need to change.
Yes. Now I want to bring up, and I want to bring up one thing about that is that we have a show that we're starting where we're gonna talk about up and coming NFT projects. It's called Los Cryptos Hermanos.
I love
it. It's Daniel, myself, and Mr. Pickles, our COO.
I'll be behind the curtains pushing buttons.
He'll be behind the curtains doing our due diligence on the projects coming in because we don't want to promote any rug projects or anything. And so that's going to be like a forefront, and we're going to be doing a special Spanish episode once a week.
Good.
So, and then I have a couple mods that I specifically promoted to be on the Spanish side. And I know we don't have a lot of time left too, but we have a couple flagship projects that are going to launch with our platform too. We have Dickface launching. I know it's an interesting name, but great team behind it. A beautiful project coming out. We got a couple one-of-ones of Daniel, myself, and Mr. Pickles. And then a couple of us founders on this have an NFT project that's going to be one of our flagship projects called the Grandma Ape Spa Club. Definitely check that out. That's where we met you. You came in on our space. that is going to be a fire project, a tribute to women. It's a great project. So I definitely wanted to talk about those before we ended. So
Awesome. Well, I'm going to have you guys on again eventually, but if my community, if you guys are interested, I will have their links. I will have their projects, their links and stuff below. As always, you always need to do your due diligence, make sure anything is a good fit. Don't just ape in just because it's on the show. But anyways, gentlemen, thank you so much for your time, and make sure you guys subscribe and like and all of that fun stuff. WendyO is out.
Thank you, Wendy.